Please subscribe and like this video to see more crafting content. Materials I use to make decals are Oracal 751 vinyl. This is going on a car, so I'm using white. Clear transfer tape. I like using this because it has a nice grid on it. Handy dandy tools such as my felt scraper, and these Cricut tools such as this tweezer, and this weeding tool. And of course a ruler. In Cricut Design Space, I'm going to open up my image. You want to make sure that this is a one-color image with a transparent background. I'm going to make this 4 inches wide. That's the typical size to have on a car. So let's hit Make It. According to our print preview, we're going to make the vinyl cut to be 4.5 by 3.5 inches. Luckily, I had some vinyl scraps laying around, and this seemed to be the perfect size. This size allows for some breathing room around the perimeter of the design. For vinyl, I use the blue light grip mat, and I'm going to lay down my vinyl in the 00 origin corner and smooth it down to make sure that there are no bumps or wrinkles. It's best to use the felt side of your scraper for this. I'm going to use the regular vinyl setting on default pressure. I'm going to load it into the Cricut with the arrow hole going in first and being within the guides on the sides. Now I'm going to let the Cricut do its thing, and it doesn't take too long to cut. Sometimes it looks a little chewed up when it comes out, like this, but it will look a lot better once it's fully weeded. To help with this process, I use my clip-on magnifying glass with a ring light in it. To start, I take my pointy weeding tool and eliminate all of the vinyl on the outsides of the design. I like to work in biggest chunks to smallest pieces, so in this case it's the sky and the area around the vehicle. Vinyl weeding is a very tedious process. Sometimes it even feels like you're completing surgery. You want to make sure that you get all those little tiny pieces too, and the tweezer could come in handy for this sometimes. I'm used to dealing with a lot of small text, so sometimes the middle parts of letters need to be manually readjusted. Just remember to take your time. If you have issues putting this back, you can always recut a section or use some scissors and cut off a fragment. But hey, good as new, right? When your weeding process is completed, I'm going to cut my transfer tape to the size of the blue backing paper. Since this is going to a customer, having transfer tape with a grid on it really helps when they apply. When the customer goes to apply this decal, they'll peel off the blue backing paper first. This exposes the sticky part of the vinyl. Then they will affix it to their desired surface, and then smooth down the vinyl with something like a credit card. Then peel the transfer tape off, leaving only the vinyl. So here we want to make sure that the transfer tape is well adhered to the top side of the vinyl and use our squeegee to press it down. Once it's off the mat, we want to trim the edges to make sure that it's nice and squared off. Now that this is all ready to go, this can go to the customer with the installation instruction card and our thank you note. Have you tried a project like this, or do you have questions? Let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe and like this video to see more crafting content. Check out our shop to see stickers, magnets, decals, ornaments, customs, and more.